When people think of Bugatti, they think of speed, artistry, and unmatched prestige. But the Bugatti Centodieci is something even more. It is luxury elevated to a level very few can even comprehend. This is not just a hypercar. This is a celebration of heritage, a work of art, and an experience that defines what it means to live at the very peak of exclusivity. The Centodeici was created to honor Bugatti's 110th anniversary. Its very name, which means 110 in Italian, is a tribute not only to the passage of time, but also to the consistency of Bugatti's values: artistry, craftsmanship, engineering brilliance, and uncompromising luxury. Yet while it celebrates history, the Centodeici is not stuck in the past. It is a bridge between eras, a car that pays homage to the legendary EB110 of the 1990s while pushing the boundaries of what a modern luxury hypercar can be. What makes the Centodeici extraordinary is not just its performance figures, but its philosophy. Only 10 units were made for the entire world. 10 cars, and that is all. That level of scarcity alone makes the Centodeici stand apart from almost every other hypercar in existence. It is not mass-produced, it is not readily available, and it will never be seen parked casually on a city street. For those who own one, it is not just a car. It is a crown jewel in a personal collection, a symbol of taste, and a declaration of having reached a realm of privilege very few will ever know. Take a moment to imagine its presence. The Centodeici is not just designed, it is sculpted. From its sharpened edges to its futuristic stance, every angle is crafted to stir emotion. The front fascia reinterprets the Bugatti identity with slimmer headlights and a more compact horseshoe grille, while the side proudly wears the EB110-inspired 5-hole air intakes. The rear is futuristic yet refined, with an unbroken light bar stretching across its width and a commanding rear wing that adds both drama and aerodynamic function. This design is not just functional, it is art. It speaks a language of beauty that can be understood by anyone, whether or not they know about cars. To see a Centodeici in person is to see a masterpiece on wheels, an object that looks equally at home in a gallery as it does on the road, and that is what makes it true luxury. It is beauty that transcends categories. But the Centodieci's luxury does not end with what you see on the outside. The interior tells an even deeper story. Step inside, and you are immediately surrounded by a world built with patience and passion. Bugatti allows its clients to personalize their Centodeici in extraordinary ways. Leather sourced from the finest suppliers, hand-stitched with absolute precision. Alcantara, carbon fiber, brushed aluminum, and custom embroidery. Each interior is designed not just to impress, but to reflect the individuality of the person who owns it. No two Centodeici cabins are identical. Each one is a statement. Luxury in this context is not about excess. It is about intention. It is about the fact that master artisans spend countless hours perfecting the stitching of a seat, the polish of a surface, the feel of every switch and button. It is about the way the cabin cocoons its occupants, quiet when you want serenity, and alive with sound when you crave emotion. The Centodeici offers both. It is a car that pampers you as much as it thrills you. Of course, we cannot ignore the soul of the Centodeici, its engine. Beneath the sculpted body lies Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16, producing an almost unimaginable 1,600 horsepower. It launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.4 seconds. Numbers like these are astonishing, but in the Centodeici, they become something more. They become luxury in motion. Why? Because it is not simply about speed. Many cars are fast, but very few can deliver power with the grace, smoothness, and refinement that the Centodeici offers. It is raw strength, transformed into something elegant. That is what separates luxury performance from mere performance. The Centodeici does not punish its driver with brutality. Instead, it indulges them. Every surge of acceleration feels controlled. Every corner feels precise. And every moment behind the wheel feels like an extension of your own command over the road. This is not just engineering. This is choreography, a dance between driver and machine. But let us go beyond performance, beyond interiors, beyond design. True luxury is also about the intangible. It is about exclusivity. Only 10 people in the world can say they own a Centodeici. For those 10, it is not just a purchase. It is a lifelong privilege. It is knowing that your car is rarer than some of the most precious jewels on earth. It is knowing that when you arrive at an event, No one else will ever step out of the same machine. It is a feeling of distinction that money alone cannot buy. Luxury is also about heritage. Ettore Bugatti, the founder, always believed that a car should be more than a machine. It should be a piece of art. The Centodeici carries this vision proudly into the modern era. It is not just designed to go fast. It is designed to tell a story, the story of a company that has spent over a century crafting cars that are as beautiful as they are powerful. When you sit inside a Centodeici, you are not just driving a car, you are becoming part of that heritage. Imagine owning one. Imagine pulling into a grand hotel or a private villa, the Centodieci's engine humming like a symphony of exclusivity. Heads turn, cameras rise, but the true luxury is not in being seen. It is in knowing that your experience cannot be replicated. You are part of a world that is reserved for a microscopic fraction of humanity. That is what ultimate luxury feels like. An unrepeatable moment owned by you alone. The Centodeici is also an investment. With so few in existence, its value will only rise over time. It is not just a car for today. It is a legacy for tomorrow, a rolling heirloom, one that will be admired and desired for generations to come. Owning a Centodeici means owning a future icon, a piece of history that will always be remembered as one of Bugatti's most daring and luxurious creations. But perhaps the greatest luxury of all is the feeling it gives. The Centodeici does not just transport you, it elevates you. It transforms every journey into something unforgettable. Whether you are gliding along a coastal road or cruising through a private estate, you are not just moving through space. You are moving through an experience so rare and so refined that it feels almost surreal. And that is why the Centodeici stands apart. It is not a car you measure in horsepower or speed. It is a car you measure in presence, in legacy, and in the emotions it stirs. It is a car that proves luxury is not about quantity. It is about rarity, about detail, about the pursuit of perfection with no compromises. The Bugatti Centodieci is not just the pinnacle of automotive luxury. It is a reminder of what happens when human imagination, craftsmanship, and passion converge into one extraordinary creation. For those fortunate enough to see it, and for the few privileged enough to own it, the Centodeici is not simply a car. It is the ultimate statement of what it means to live beyond limits, to embrace exclusivity, and to experience luxury at its absolute highest form. So if you appreciate this kind of storytelling and want to keep exploring the world's most luxurious machines, stay close, because this is just the beginning.